There was a Dem candidate who is facing some serious allegations. Think we're going to learn a little bit more about that here.
And just for reference, the allegations are bad enough that he has now suspended his campaign for governor and is resigning from Congress.
CNN has new exclusive reporting about Congressman Eric Swalwell. The Democrat is running for California governor, as you know. He's been facing rumors on social media about sexual misconduct allegation that he has denied. CNN's Pamela Brown and her team have spoken with 4 accusers, including a former staffer who went on camera to share her story. A warning, you're about to hear some disturbing and graphic details. Here's Pamela Brown's report.
I kept figuring out ways to blame myself. I shouldn't have reached out to him at all. I should have left. I should have done this. Well, Eric shouldn't have raped me.
This Capitol Hill staffer is coming forward for the first time on camera to talk about her experience with Congressman Eric Swalwell. He is now a leading Democratic candidate for governor of California.
Let's get together, make the biggest wave this state has ever seen.
Swalwell was in his late 30s and married when she joined his office as an intern and became a junior staffer. She's speaking in shadow as she fears professional consequences.
It was in 2019. I was, again, driving him to an event. This was my job.
And you were 21 years old.
And I was 21 years old. We see some sort of parking lot, and he says to pull over. He pulls out his penis and instructs me to give him oral sex. And I started to. Again, I felt incredibly uncomfortable. And I stopped, and I said to him, this feels really uncomfortable, and anyone could see us right now. And he said to me, you're right. It's probably not good for a congressman to be caught with his pants down.
Oh my God.
Holy fuck.
It gets worse, but
That, dude, they're all fucking, like, freaks. Every politician.
well,
is
there's
like,
also a Republican member of the House that's resigning he's retiring, excuse me, because he had consensual relations with a staffer, but it's still that power imbalance that whether it's consensual or not, you can argue that it is completely inappropriate. And so like it's basically just Congress is full of predators.
Yeah, you know why he's resigning? He's resigning because after her husband found out, she killed herself by lighting herself on fire.
Yes.
What the fuck?
That was the Republican. I forgot his name. Tony
I'll find
Rodriguez.
it. Yeah, Rodriguez.
it's just, man, even the libs, the libs, you know?
Well, that's why whenever the Republicans come back to us on the Epstein files with, Reid Hoffman was in them, and he's one of the biggest bunks of the Democratic Party. And I was like, yeah, set him on fire too. Like, I don't care who they are. I don't care if they're Republican, Democrat.
Right.
If they're a predator, especially on children, fucking, I don't give a fuck.
First of all, you say even the libs. Motherfucker, you don't even like the libs.
I know, I was being sarcastic.
But any ideology, any religion, any political viewpoint, any fucking anything has a few people in it that are complete shitbags. No matter what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I've known leftist organizers that have gotten assaulted by other organizers, you know? Like, I know one that is experiencing that right now. Like, not actively getting assaulted, but, like, the ramifications from that happening. So, yeah, I mean, it can always happen, which is, like, really, I mean, be scary to be a woman for sure.
On the bright side, I can say this now that I've been unmuzzled. April has been a very bad month for creeps running for office. Because
I didn't say that before.
well, because of who specifically I made that reference about.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Yep.
yeah, locally too, right?
Mhm.
Creeps running
Yep.
for office.
Yep,
Well,
April's been a bad, whether you're running locally or nationally, April's been a bad month for creeps running for office.
Yeah, it's Brown County in Green Bay, if you're curious. Go look it up once.
It's 9. Sorry. Yeah, so we can.
Okay, no, but that was a really good point, but that actually wasn't the point I was going to make. The point I was going to make is that anytime you see somebody trying to paint a group of individuals by the actions of an individual, you know that shit's propaganda.
Yeah.
I would argue that more as a percentage, our politicians are some of the fucking worst people.
Yeah,
Even
on the planet.
both sides. They're
Yeah, because like I don't think Nancy Pelosi's involved in any of the kid touching or staffer abusing or anything like that, but she is an absolute creep on like financial services and shit like that. So
Well, and that's one like the number of politicians that I like, I could probably count on one hand.
yeah, same.
And a lot of them have been on this show. Like, though, it's the actual ones that are typically rooted in the working class that are the good ones, because they don't have this privilege growing up their entire life where they can just think they can do anything and get away with it, you
Yeah.
know? And it's
For someone to be both a good person and a good leader is billion to one odds, because some of the best leaders in history have been pieces of shit when you
Oh,
think
yeah.
about it.
We can go down a laundry list of like leftist leaders that we are disappointed in. So we
Mao was a weirdo.
okay.
Okay, you looked right at me when you said that, so that felt personal.
Mom.
Actually, his landlord policy went super hard.
No, I didn't. I'll buy that. I'm just saying he was a creep.
Okay, that's fair. He's a creep with a great landlord policy.
Sure. But
was from like a certain.
To burn them or like throw them in a dumpster?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, they love making jokes about, like, the fascists love making jokes about helicoptering communists, so we could also just... Am I allowed to say that?
No. No. That's direct act.
Okay, fair enough.
That's direct violence towards people.